Hey everybody, this is Ori from AstroWeb. Wanted to create this cool video about A/B testing with the Google Analytics experiments tool. In short, A/B testing is just a way for you to test two versions or more of a specific page on your website in order to try to figure out how you can convert and make your users, or help your users more correctly, achieve the goal. So create more sales maybe as a goal, or fill out more forms or stuff like that. So basically trying to test out different versions of your pages, of your coding, of your design, in order to have your users convert better and you be able to achieve your business goals in a better way. So pretty straightforward. So what we did before we dive into how to actually set it up, what we wanted to test out is this one page and this battery price list page, and what our actual goal is to have people actually from the price list click on start here and actually move forward in order to purchase a battery. So what we did is we created one very simple change, which is this is the original page, and what we did on the test page is we enlarged this start here button in order to gather more attention and to actually get more clicks. So our goal is to actually gather more clicks. So if you see on our new page, the button is basically larger. So we did one simple change, not much to it. So basically now what we need to do is we need to add one more thing before we set it up. And what we want to do is set up some kind of basically some event tracking. Okay, so we want to track that someone actually clicks on this button to be able to monitor if the new page is doing better or not. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is tag this. So step one is we're going to have to go to these two pages and tag this specific button. Okay, so what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to take some event tracking code from an existing page. Okay, and we're going to copy that. Okay, so you're basically going to add two. Let's go all the way to right here. So what you're going to want to do is go to the code of the pages, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're on our FTP client right here, and I'm going to edit some of the pages. So battery price list, let's go here, and this is our original page with the underscore list at the end, and where we have our button, which is this specific button right here, start here basically. So it's basically this specific start here button. We're going to add to the A tag, to the link tag, we're going to add the following event tracking on click. So on click, push, track event, click, and then we're going to call it, let's say, the start here battery. Okay, and then yes as far as the clicks. So that's kind of the actual value itself. So now we're going to save this. We're going to do it on the other one as well. Okay, so we're going to go here, save, and we're going to do it on the new page we created, which is called battery price. Okay, we're going to do it again right here, and the same exact event. Okay, and battery, yes. Okay, perfect. So now let's just test out the pages that they look okay. This is fine, and this is fine. Okay, perfect. So now that we have that, before we go into the actual area, I just want to make sure we have our screen sharing. Yes, we do. So what we want to do is go to the analytics and set up a goal first of all. So we know that we're actually tracking goals, and in the A/B testing we'll be able to actually set up our definition goal to actually monitor. So I'm going to go to admin right here and go to goals. Of course, make sure my domain is selected and create a first goal. And this goal will be battery start here clicked on. Okay, so I know someone actually went to the start here button, or went to the next page. And I'm going to go to event right here and click on next. So because we added an event to the click, now I'm going to actually have to add this information. So if you remember, the category, and I pasted it right here, is called click. So I'm going to paste this under category. The action is start here, and that's it. I mean, I can put the label yes, but this should be fine. Okay, so equals to, no problem. Now use the event value as the goal value for the conversion. That's fine. We can keep it. And if I click on verify, nothing will show because we just included that. But it's a good thing to try to verify always what you do. So I'm going to click on create a goal. Okay, and the goal name is battery start here clicked on. Okay, so now we're ready to start. Of course you want to test it and everything, but we're ready to go. So if I go back to the reporting and I go to the behavior tab right here and to experiments, you'll get to this page. So now here's where we're actually setting it up. So so first of all, you want to put the page you want to improve, the original page. I'm going to copy this. Okay, and it'll give a preview, so you make sure you actually have the right page, which is really nice as preview. And I'm going to click on start experimenting. Okay, now we need to name it, so let's call it just a name that is helpful for us, just in case we have multiple experiments. So battery price list get start here clicks. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. Now a second ago we set up the event tracking and the goal, so I'm going to go here, go to goal set 1, and make sure I click on the one that we actually want to track, the one that we actually set up. Okay, so battery start here clicked on, goal number 1. Now we're going to set up the percentage of traffic to experiment, 100%, email notifications if something important changes, of course, and advanced options we typically don't touch those, but you can change the setting here, minimum time for experiment. The longer the better. The more traffic you have, obviously the better. We'll keep it at 2 weeks, and we'll keep the confidence threshold at what Google recommends. So let's click on next. Okay, so now this is our original page. It looks, now we have to insert the new page we created right here. Okay, and we'll call it just variation 1. You can name it whatever you want. Maybe variation 1 large button, or maybe larger button. Okay, now we can see it. You can compare the small button to the larger one, and let's click, and here you can add more variations, but right now we just want to do A/B, just 2 versions, the original versus the new page we want to test out. Okay, so now it shows you again the previews. It looks fine, the button is here, and now we have to go to the actual insertion of code. So if you click on the insertion of code, it says here, please put it in the opening tag at the top of the head tag. So you got to do that. Definitely it has to be above your original Google Analytics code. So first of all, of course, I'm just going to show you that the regular analytics code is on the page. It's right here. Obviously, you need this analytics code on all of your pages, your original, your tests, and everything. Now, what you need to do is copy this and insert it only on the original page, not on the new test page or anything like that, right? So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to insert that to the original page, right? The one that we're trying to make it better, right? So I'm going to go here, and here's the head tag. I'm inserting right after the head. I'm going to save it, okay, and just make sure that it actually did catch. Let's check out the code, and it's here. Perfect. So now let's see if we can move forward. Let's click on next step, and now we're going to verify that the code is actually implemented. So here it'll tell you that it actually found on the original both the regular analytics tracking code and the experimental code, exactly how it asked us, and the variation as well found the regular code. So that's basically it. Everything worked out correctly. All we do here is click on start experiment, and it says here experiment launch. So anytime you want to actually go to it, you'll have the status, you can edit it, you can pause it, stuff like that, and you'll have some more details. So in another video, when you click on it, after a few days, a day or 2, 3, you'll have some data as far as the goal, the goal percentage of each one, the variation versus the original, the probability, and the conclusions, of course. So that's it. So we set it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any questions with experiments, A/B testing, we'll be happy to help. Please, you know, comment and ask me any questions. We'll be happy to help, and we will be creating more videos about experiments, about diagnosing and looking at the actual data, and of course some blog posts about it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.